It is a beautiful evening, isn't it?
I do not enjoy landscapes devoid of dead Nazis, Miss Nina.
Give me that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. Let's turn up energy.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't have that camera. That's your camera. That's you. But yeah, welcome back, guys. Another episode of Above the Multiverse. We have a special guest in the house today. His name is Kitu. He is a blue-nosed pit bull. He has to be about huge. 80 pounds.
I gotta stop looking at him in the eye because he be barking.
He looks like a great white shark. He acts like a great white shark. And he is really scary. But if you guys know anything about me, if you guys have been watching the podcast for a long time, I am a professional dog trainer. And and
he just chills.
He's really,
we knew you were talking about him, bro.
Nah, he's really smart. He's just a fucking crazy guy, and even like little things, right? It's not that he's actually, no, he is crazy. I was gonna say he's not a bad dog, but he is a bad dog.
Dog people always do that. Dog people, he's just a puppy. No, this is a maniac right here.
No, I'm very aware that I have a monster serial killer in my house, right? But even yesterday, I was thinking about when he comes in the house, yes, it's so funny. You know, I have those glass tables in my living room.
Yeah.
He's so dumb. Like he gets so excited and he's like, and then he turned around real fast and he hit his head on the glass table and almost knocked the table over. And I'm just like, he's like he's a bull in a china store. Like I have all these decoration, like these things set up. Like this is set up, but this is very delicate. If he gets excited and is like, he'll knock over this whole entire set. You know what I mean? So he just does crazy shit. So he hit his head on the table and almost knocked it over. I'm like, come on, man. Today, all right, I'm in the backyard. I have to spray the backyard. I'm cleaning my trash can. I'm spraying the hose, and he's trying to attack the hose as I'm spraying. Every time I spray, he tries to bite the hose. Like he bites the water stream.
Savage.
But I was like spraying it, and he kept trying to bite the water stream. Bless you.
Thank you.
And I sprayed it in his face because I was just like, whatever, dude. I was like, get away. I sprayed it in his face, and he jumped up, and like I was like. And I sprayed him, and he jumped up and went instead of hitting the sprayer, he just nicked my finger, and it's bad, dude. It looks really bad. It cut off like a whole layer, like at least like 4 layers of skin. Like it's deep. It doesn't look that bad now, but it was bleeding like crazy. I was like, damn it, dude.
See?
Yeah. So it's just like little things like that. You
Niggas
know, when you have
don't
a
mess
pit bull.
with dogs. We just don't. I mean, I know people who got dogs, but. I mean, not Avery, man. I can't do it.
But
unless it's like unless it's I need a dog like me, a chill dog, like a vibey dog. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a vibey dog, I'm with it. Like a nice French bulldog would be cool. You know, I'll give him this, even though he needs a lot of love. But I like Audie's dog. He needs a lot of love. Like he's spoiled. He needs spoiled love. But he's very like he's chilled when you're giving him love. I feel like
when you're giving him
like
love, Kitu farted again, and it smells so bad.
He did. I gotta keep my nose.
Yeah, goddamn, dude.
Kitu is just crazy. Like Audie's dog's very vibey. Like he's like, if you're giving him love and you're showing him love, he's chilling.
He's crazy because he's too strong for his own good, and he doesn't realize it. He's like a puppy with like in Hulk Hogan's body at his prime, you know, like a puppy. Give a kid Hulk Hogan's body, he's gonna be like cars, and he's gonna just break shit, you know. Like that's the same thing. You know, it's like a puppy in a monster body.
You know what's crazy? You know what? I will say this after being here with Kitu again for the umpteenth time, but like for the past 20 minutes I've been here today. It gives me, and people are getting mad at me because cats are like the white people's pet. But cats are dope.
Cats are awesome,
like
dude.
I'm not gonna lie, like
I'm so glad you're on the cat train, dude.
But I'm saying though, like Monkey and Tofu, they just be in their own world chilling. Like if they want to interact, they'll come interact. You know what I mean? If they, they'll just do their own thing. Like nigga, I don't care about you.
It's the best.
Like
dude.
Kitu right now.
You have to.
When I walked here. Like he saw me,
he
didn't bark, but he was like whimpering.
Yeah.
And then he saw me and he was like whimpering because he's like, oh, I just want attention, attention. Which is like, dang, like that's crazy.
Dogs are like that. Like dogs are very much like a constant attention. They always like you're always watching them and they're always watching you. But that's the cool thing about dogs. Yeah. That's why dogs are man's best friend. That's why dogs are the best, right? It's because like the connection that I honestly, be real with you guys, I'm a professional dog trainer. I've been doing dog training. Dogs are my thing, right? More than Marvel, more than UFC, more than anything that I love. Dogs are my ultimate passion, right? Music, all that stuff. Dogs are my ultimate passion. I'm obsessed with dogs. Been my whole life, right? I'm a professional dog trainer. I've had dogs my whole life. I've never not had a dog my whole life. And I work with the worst of the worst dogs. I train the craziest of the craziest dogs.
Yeah.
Like, Kitu, you should see Duke or Hunter, the other dogs that I have these two. I have two clients right now that I train. Duke is a Belgian Malinois, which are the police dogs. He's all black, fucking like a German Shepherd, but like crazier,
the mean ones.
Skinnier, faster. Yeah.
I say the mean ones.
Yeah.
But when I think of those dogs.
So Duke, when Duke first started training with me.
You ever hear about You ever hear about the thing about white dogs and black dogs?
Yeah.
Definitely white dogs.
But no, I know some, like, there's some black dudes that will get a Belgian Malinois and be like, have attack dogs and shit.
Okay.
But like Belgian Malinois are like attack dogs and like training dogs where you're like sick them and then they fucking run and get your arm and like that's police dogs, right?
Yeah.
I have Duke, who I've been training since he was a puppy, and he was a psycho when I first started training him. Now he's I would say he's like 85% trained.
Yeah.
He's still crazy when he sees other dogs, like crazy. You think that dog's bad? Do you think this guy's crazy? Like Duke is next level. Hunter is even crazier. He's a German Shepherd that I train, and he's like, dude, he's a lot to handle.
I've seen a TikTok video,
but I'm the guy, I train him.
I think Josh Hart, he was getting a dog trained by like a professional trainer, and it was literally like 3 videos. I don't know if this is right, or three things that happen. I don't know if this is right. You could tell me right because you train dogs. But so the owner had the dog.
Yeah.
He had the dog on a leash, and cars were passing them. And as they were passing them, the dog wanted to
attack the cars.
Yeah. So the owner.
Yeah. Duke does that.
Owner, he literally, the car passed, and the dog went. He yanked.
Yeah.
And like, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen because he yanked, and he yanked on the dog, and he was like, okay, like you're gonna see. Yeah. He's telling Josh Hart that. And then another car goes past, and he tries to go. He yanks again, and the dog's like, "Oh!" And another car goes, and he just sit there. It's like
they learn.
I don't know how quick that was in the dog's brain. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be like, "Okay, never again for going."
It's the next. He's gonna go home. He's gonna chill, and then tomorrow it's gonna be the same thing again. You got to do it again, and you just keep doing it. That's why dog training, honestly, might be. Honestly, now that I've been talking about it, like I should just do full-time dog training. I do it like part-time right now.
That dude, he was training Josh Hart's dog, so I'm pretty sure he probably.
Oh, dude, if I can get celebrity dogs
he definitely. I mean, that's not celebrity. That's NBA.
Yeah.
So that's bigger. It's not celebrity, but I feel like it's bigger money.
Yeah, it's bigger money. Yeah, no, you're right. But enough of the dog talk, guys. I love dogs.
So we didn't even introduce the pod.
Yeah.
I'm Avery Harden.
I'm Adrian Blest. This is above the multiverse. Multiverse.
above the Keytuverse.
Above the Keytuverse. But yes, so you're psycho, dude. You're so crazy. But yes, so this is above the multiverse. Now, breaking news. Okay.
Yes.
Breaking news. This is the most important topic of our podcast. I have to say it.
Before,
do you know what I'm gonna say?
Yes.
Okay.
Before, because you sent me the video. Yeah.
Yes.
Before we talk about this, I just want to know. No, F it. Let's just talk about it.
Okay, let me announce it first.
Yeah,
and then we'll break it down. Okay. So, big news that came out of yesterday. Key 2.
Wait.
Key 2.
Oh,
okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Come here, dude. Come on. Okay. How about this? Go in there.
That computer was about to be destroyed.
Yeah.
that computer was about to be destroyed, bro. I saw it. And then I messed up, guys, because I was urgent about the computer, but he could have been like, "Oh, he's trying to threaten me."
Nah, he's not that crazy. He's crazy, but he's not that crazy.
Because I realized real quick when I was like, "Oh no, what if he wants to fight me?" Because I'm trying to I was urgent about the computer. The laptop would have been done right
Welcome
there.
to dogs, baby boy. look at this cut. Anyways, so breaking news, guys. All right, let's get back to it. I fixed the cameras. We're all good. Breaking news. Okay, yesterday announced. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Yesterday, it was announced that Chris Evans, Captain America, Steve Rogers is returning to the MCU and Avengers Doomsday.
That's gonna be sick.
Which is like, come on, guys. Yeah. I saw a meme and I thought it was perfect. It was like, you know the infomercial where it's like the flex tape or whatever, and it's like they like cut a hole in the boat and then they use the tape to seal it up. I think it's like sealed. I forget what it's called. The tape, a flexi tape or something, and they put it on and remember there's like a big
water
thing of water and it's like spilling out. So it was that meme, but it was like it said the MCU as like the water spilling out, and then it said Kevin Feige, and then he put the tape on and it said Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. And it's so true, dude. They're fixing the MCU. They're bringing back the OGs, but here's the crazy thing, and this is awesome. I sent this to you.
The Captain Hydra thing,
bro. Listen to this. Robert Downey Jr. is coming back.
I didn't know this
but
was
he's coming back as Dr.
Video.
Doom, right? The villain. So we're getting the most beloved character turning to the craziest villain ever. Now, who is the other most beloved character? The sweetest sweetheart of all? Because let's be real, Robert Downey Jr., Captain America, or Iron Man, Tony Stark, he's an asshole in the movies, right? He's always been like kind of a playboy asshole, billionaire, you know? But the real heart of the MCU is Captain America, right? Steve Rogers. He's the one that's like, hey, guys, no cursing, right? You turn him into Captain Hydra, and the guy pointed out, he's like, imagine seeing Bucky, Winter Soldier, going up to face Captain Hydra, and he like takes off his mask and it's Steve Rogers, and he's like, oh shit, like the person that is my best friend that I've sacrificed so much for is now the villain. And dude, the arc that like Marvel, yes, people are saying that Marvel is failing. It wasn't failing, but it definitely had a decline a little bit, right? Their credit score went down. For sure. But they shot back up to perfect 800, bro, with this shit.
See, this is my thing, though. I don't know what we're going to go, because I like that. I like your I don't say your homeboy, the dude's theory about Captain Hydra. But it's like, I mean, is he going to be the biggest bad? And then
no, he's not. Captain Hydra can't be like a big bad, but they could make it like a big thing. They can make it a big thing. Because ultimately, like, it would be, because kind of the opposite of Iron Man, it would be like a Doctor Doom, right? Like that's like very similar characters, but opposites almost. So that's what I think he's going for. It's like the opposite of Captain America would be like Captain Hydra, right? So that's crazy.
Thing, I think I told Drew. I told Drew a minute ago. I think when I reviewed Red One, is Chris Evans has been a villain ever since Captain America.
That's crazy you said that.
Ever since Captain America.
That's what I'm saying. Are you guys watching our podcast? Like, are you guys paying attention to what we're doing here? Like, we do this podcast every week, but do you guys understand what's happening? We're literally talking about things, breaking things, doing things before it even happens. Like, look, and Avery's usually the one doing it. Avery comes up with these theories and this stuff that's like wild, and then it happens. So like, y'all need to be paying attention to our podcast more often. Honestly,
if you really think about it, Chris Evans was Captain America.
He likes playing the villain. He likes being an asshole now.
Yeah, so he was Captain America forever. So after Captain America dropped, I think the first couple of movies that dropped was Knives Out, and then you got the one with Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm not Jake Gyllenhaal. America's Another Sweetheart, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. What the heck is his name? All the girls like him. Oh my God! From The Notebook.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. He was in a movie with him.
Oh, the stuntman one? Is that the one?
No, not that one. It was another movie where it's like Chris Evans was like he was a bad dude.
Okay.
So that's like two. That was like right after, and then you got Red One where he's like an asshole.
Yep. And you got Deadpool where he comes back as the Human Torch is like an asshole.
Exactly. So
like he likes playing that kind of role.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like because. You know what? I feel like because it's one of those things where I don't know who said this or where they said this, but like you don't want your whole career to be a superhero. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he took those roles like, I want the image of Captain America to be off of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and
it's a cool dynamic.
He did a really good job in every single one of them. Like
and you know what's cool?
He's a great bad person.
And he's like he plays like the perfect like asshole kind of thing. And what's crazy is that you get a Robert Downey Jr. doing it, and that's one thing, but Chris Evans does it better, right? Like, Robert Downey Jr., he's going to be a great Dr. Doom probably. We'll see. But Chris Evans is going to be a great whatever he does. Yeah. Whether he's Steve Rogers again, whether he's Fantastic Four, Human Torch, or if he's fucking, which I don't think he'll be Human Torch.
Yeah.
I think they use that and they're like, it's cool, but we're done with that.
I mean, it was fun.
It was fun, and he died in the movie, so like he can't come back. I mean, he can, but he can't.
But you know what I was gonna say though? What's his name? Robert Downey Jr. hasn't been a real villain.
Exactly.
Like a real, like he's been an asshole.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been a real villain.
It's gonna be dope.
Anywhere, like because he's come off, pause. That sounds bad. That's just crazy. But he's started his career after being a bad dude.
Yeah.
Like he had to return his life around and become a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now he's been very successful in his career. That okay, now it's time to be a bad dude.
It's crazy because
that's crazy.
I think
actually,
we're like a little bit too young to really know the full lore like Robert Downey Jr. But he was like a popular actor in the 80s, and then he was like doing drugs and like doing all this stuff, and he had like a crazy fall off. Yeah. And people were like looking at him kind of like how we look at like Charlie Sheen, right? Like where it's like he's like a druggie, like he's like bad, like all this stuff, right? And then he had this resurgence, and then he came back as Iron Man when no one was really casting him, and then he became the biggest actor of all time, one of the biggest actors of all time, right? So it's crazy that now he's returning to that like kind of thing.
Shout out my dog Tim Allen, same way.
Yeah,
he was a bad dude, and then he became Santa Claus.
Tim the Toolman Taylor? Yeah. He was bad?
He was bad, yeah. They had like he was. I don't know if he was. I don't know the whole story. Like, cause I was young too. I was too young, but like I know that he like got a mugshot and like he was.
Really? So like,
he was.
That's crazy,
he was bad at one point, and now he's like he's good, which is crazy.
Yeah, people just be going to jail.
Yeah, which is crazy because we don't want to get too deep in it because we gotta talk about your boy too, Andrew.
Oh, we gotta talk about that.
But anyways, so I think about them and then I think about Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
so minor the thing that he did. Like, that's wild.
Especially because the girl dropped the charges.
You know why?
And I'm like, oh my god, like my god, like I prayed, like what I said months and months ago. I pray James Gunn hits him up. I pray and throws him in his saga because should we just pivot over there? Because James Gunn is going crazy.
Yeah, okay, that's also. I mean, so that's like the breaking news, right? The Captain America stuff. But let's talk about what the real topic of this week should be and is. Okay, I'll break the story. Okay, Creature Commando, guys.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go watch. Like, I hate to say turn off our podcast and go watch it, but honestly, turn off our podcast, go watch that, then come back to our podcast because we're going to talk about it. Okay, Creature Commando. James Gunn's first project as the head of DCU, of DC Studios, right? You guys know about the MCU. If you're watching this, I probably shouldn't. I don't have to explain this to you, but if maybe it's your first time, James Gunn, creator of Guardians of the Galaxy, not creator of Guardians of the Galaxy, but writer of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, Suicide Squad, the good one, Peacemaker. It's like
he's good too.
No, it wasn't. But there was good parts, but there's not. And it was Harley Quinn, and that's the only part. That was good. Okay, but listen, James Gunn, he took over DC. We've been anticipating his first thing that he's doing, his big thing that he's doing. Obviously, it's Superman, right? Yeah. We're all in anticipation with Superman, which I also have an update about that, which I'll get into right now. But first project that he was working on was his like little passion project that he did, which is Creature Commando. Now, Creature Commando is a bunch like a ragtag. It's actually really sick. It's Suicide Squad. It takes place after Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. And if you guys watch Peacemaker, at the end of Peacemaker, Amanda Wallace, who is like the crazy head of this like underground department for the government who put together the Suicide Squad, they basically told her, hey, you can't do that again with humans. Yeah. That's fucked up.
Which, side note, man, Viola Davis needs her flowers, dude. Because there's minimal people in the industry of acting that make me hate their character. Yeah, I hate Amanda Waller.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Amanda
Viola
Waller,
Davis does it very well. Like I think I said Amanda Wallace. Even in this Creature Commando, it's like she's so annoying. Yeah, but she's perfect acting.
Yeah,
like it's great, you know what I mean. Like great I love casting. Viola Davis. Like she's a dope.
I can only see Amanda Waller as Viola Davis.
Yeah. Oh no, like, it's her speaking too.
No, I know, but like that's what I'm saying. Like voice acting. But even if it wasn't like if she wasn't involved in the project, I'd be like I don't buy it. She is Amanda Waller, right? Like it's crazy.
Yeah, she kills it. She kills it.
She's the head of the government, right? They tell her, or not the head of the government, but she's the head of this thing. They tell her, no more humans. You can't use humans anymore. And she said, all right, that's fine. Well, I have people that aren't human. I have things that aren't human. Yeah, non-humans. I have non-humans. So
it makes
yeah,
it like,
it's crazy, dude.
bro,
Yeah.
like this lady sucks.
Yeah, she sucks, dude. She's terrible. But ultimately, she puts together a squad, kind of like the Suicide Squad, but it's with anti-human, non-human people, right? So we get Weasel, which he's returning from Suicide Squad, which is also played by Sean Gunn, which is crazy because Sean Gunn he puts his brother on. I think about you and Gerard and stuff, and I'm just like, dude, that's so crazy, man. Like we've seen so many like brothers duos that have like the one brother gets like too successful and puts on his other brother, and it's just like it's crazy. Like we always talk about Izzy and his brother, right? Yeah. So it's like. It's cool to see Sean Gunn is playing Weasel again, and he's also playing the fire dude, which Dr. Photon or Dr.
Oh, I didn't know.
Dr. Pat Phasma. I think it's him.
I don't know his name. I don't know.
I think he plays him too. But yeah, so we get the fire guy, which I think his name is Dr. Phasma or something like that. He's or Dr. Photon or something. He's dope as fuck. He's crazy. Like that one's crazy. We get Weasel. We get the Bride of Frankenstein, which is so sick, dude. Her storyline she's so dope. The fish girl, I forgot her name. She's like amphibious fish chick. And then who else? Who else is in it? We get Fire Guy,
the GI robot.
Oh, GI Robot, which I love GI Robot. It's so fucking funny. Like
is he a Nazi?
Yeah, like the whole entire time. Yeah, he's just
that nigga every time. Is he a Nazi? We gonna like he riding for it. He riding for sure.
He's created for one purpose, and it's to kill Nazis. And it's like, is that a Nazi? Should I kill him?
I think I see the. I think I see the what you call it, the one of the previews or one of the trailers. Yeah. And the GI asked like, "Is he a Nazi?" And Flag was like, "Yes, yes, he is."
I can't wait. And he's like smiling and all happy, like he's like, "Yeah, like killing Nazis finally," which is great. I always love a show that where they kill Nazis. That's awesome. But yeah, so it's just sick, dude. And the animation style, like I said, right, we talked about this, I think, on last week's episode where we were talking about getting ready for this premiere. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to love the animation. I love the animation. It's so dope. I thought it was going to be... Okay, sorry. This dog. Okay. Anyways. Oh,
you gotta check what it is.
I just gotta check. I gotta lock the door. I gotta lock the front door just in case he happens to bust open the door and freaking attack a kid or something.
Who's that other dog barking? Who's that other dog barking?
My neighbor's dog. You wanna come in here? You can come in here, but just chill, dude.
Oh my god.
Hey. Sit down. Relax. Here. Okay. Anyways, Creature Commando, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dog's psycho. Sorry.
Commando.
Yeah, this is. He would be definitely in there.
God,
he wants to lay down next to us. Come here. Come here. Lay down right here. Okay.
Should you give him a sting?
Sit.
Here?
Yeah. He has his little chew toy. Which one? Okay. So, yes, love the animation. Love the style of it. The fight scene between Rick Flag and the fire guy was just so sick. That whole scene was so sick. The music in it is crazy and weird and just so good. Yeah. Like I don't know if you were. I watched it with the closed captions on. Sorry, I burped. But hey, Kitu, come here, lay down. Lay down, dude. The music, right? I have the closed captions on, and the lyrics for that song are so weird, dude. Like the lyrics of the song, it's like a person who has like is from another country singing in English. Okay. And it's like Ukrainian or something, and it's like Ukrainian rock or something. And like the lyrics are so wild, like they're like incomplete sentences that don't really make sense, and it's just so it's like me fighting you. I kill you with bacon. It's just like so weird. It's so random shit, dude. It's so funny, and I'm like, damn, only James Gunn can like find this song and then make a cool ass fight scene to this. It's just, I love what he does with it, and it's. If anything, this show right here is like setting the precedent, right, of what goes forward in the MCU. He said this, and we talked about this, or DCU. He talked about this and said this. We talked about this on the last podcast. But anything that happens in Creature Commando is what is considered canon going forward for the DCU, right? So it's interesting to see like different things that they talk about. Obviously, like Amanda Waller's in there, right? Yeah. Viola Davis playing the same thing.
She's for sure going to be.
She's going to be in it.
Important.
She's always going to. I think she's a major role player in DC. So her,
like, I feel like her and Captain Flag.
Yeah, Rick Flag, right? That's what I was gonna say. Like Rick Flag, that's the same guy, but it's not the same actor, but it's Frank Grillo who plays Frank Grillo. I think he plays he's in a lot of. Oh, he was the guy in the elevator in Captain America.
Yeah, I know who
right?
Yeah,
Frank Grillo. So like that's cool. Like it's so good, dude. It's so good, and I loved it. I love the first 2 episodes. Like I'm glad we got 2 episodes. The Bride of Frankenstein is so sick. She's so strong. She's like almost like the Hulk, but like it's just so dope. She's undead. Her storyline, like the storyline with her and Frankenstein and stuff, was crazy.
All right, that's what I wanted to get into. So
Frankenstein too is
the first
so
episode.
Sick.
The first episode to me, I was like, all right, this is cool, whatever. It was the second episode that got me. I was like, oh shoot, okay, this is cool because, like, I'm a big like, okay, man, are we gonna like? Do we have to tell the backstory? But when you tell the backstory and it's lit, I think that's sick. Like her whole backstory is dope. So if they do everybody's backstory, something serious like that, like I'm like, oh hell,
I think that's what this is gonna be.
That's so cool, bro. Like the way that if spoilers. It's not that important, but it's gonna definitely ruin it if you didn't watch it. But like the way that they told the story of like how Frankenstein was born, and then now Frankenstein wants a wife because the doctor has a wife, and then he created her for Frankenstein, but she
scared of him, and
and
like
she liked the doctor.
Lay down.
The doctor freaking smashed.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The doctor smashed the undead.
Like, okay. First off, this show is definitely not for kids, even though it's animated, right? Like the girl that Rick Flag, Captain Flag, dude, is hooking up with. They gave her a body, and they show that body on the show, and they show them like smashing, and it's crazy. And then they show the Bride of Frankenstein smashing with the Dr. Frankenstein. And what's crazy, that's like necrophiliac, right? Like that's crazy. Which necrophiliac is like when you're attracted to like dead bodies and you want to have you have sex with a dead body.
Oh shoot!
Which I don't even know if we can say on YouTube, but whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so like that's necrophiliac. That's crazy. So if this is James Gunn's first show, and he's like necrophiliac, like that, like necrophilia, like
that's
this
crazy.
Shit. Like
that's crazy. I mean, but the thing is, I feel like the thing with this is, this man has no boundaries.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's gonna touch everything.
And he doesn't have Disney holding him back.
Superman's gonna be smacking Lois Lane for sure.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be like one pump and then her body flies in half and breaks and shit.
Superman's gonna be smacking Lois Lane for sure, bro. Joker's definitely gonna get it in with Harley Quinn. He has to make that happen. Margot Robbie has to get. We gotta see it one time.
We saw it in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yes.
But we're down to see it again.
but man, Creature Commando is
so Creature Commando, it's just dope. It's good, and like they even little stuff that's funny. Like one of the big things that came out of the Creature Commando episode is they show in one of the scenes, right? They go back and it shows basically the whole story with Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein is so cool, and it's so creative, but basically she's trying to escape him, and she always gets away from him throughout the decades. And as they're like doing that montage of like all the decades, there's this in the background, which I didn't even notice. I didn't catch it until like later, until I watched like a breakdown, is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo in the background smoking a blunt.
I did not see that.
You didn't see that? You didn't see anybody talking about it? No.
Well, no, I didn't. Okay. I didn't watch any breakdowns.
Okay, yeah.
But I did not see that.
I saw people posting on, because I saw, before I watched Creature Commando, I saw people already posting, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo canon in the DCU.
Oh,
and I was like, what the fuck? And then, so when they're fighting in the 70s or in the 60s or whatever, Shaggy's in the background and he's like smoking a joint. and he's just in the background.
All right, I gotta see it.
So
man.
it's like
it's
like little things like that you're like, what? Like Shaggy from
Nah,
Scooby Doo. That's cool. Like whatever, you know.
I think that's it.
So it's just cool, and I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. And like we've got 2 episodes.
I'm really like I said, the first episode, it was cool. Like I was like and we actually when I watched the first episode, I saw you, and I wasn't hype about it. So I don't know if you kind of caught that. I think you said Creature Commando, and I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I don't think you caught it, but when I watched the second episode, that's when I got got hyped.
I mean,
so,
and it's cool. They're only 30 minutes, so like it's
So I'm excited. I don't know what James Gunn meant by everything's canon. Like I'm hoping, like if he says that, the only reason, like I'm hoping, is because he say that. So like now I'm like, okay, now we got to get Superman, Flash, Batman, somebody up in there, because if it's canon, like I don't know. I mean, you could, but like you gonna
ultimately in a world like that,
bring a Creature Commando into, like, this is a heavily animated thing. So you're gonna bring a live action.
Well,
to this?
let's say what you're saying, right? In the episode, who has like a flashback or a dream or something? Cersei. So the main villain in these first 2 episodes is like Cersei, right?
Superman and all of them were in there.
Shows the future, and Superman, Peacemaker, like are dead.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means or what that's leading to. But he might have just showed us like what's gonna happen 10 years from now in a movie, right? Like we're seeing it now, and maybe there's like, because there's like the Crisis on Infinite Earths storyline in DC, which is very similar to like the whole MCU and the multiverse stuff, right? So it could be that all of our heroes that we know die, and there's alternate versions of them, and like it's gonna be crazy. There's a lot that can happen in DC. So I'm very excited to see what he does with it, bro. I'm very excited.
Yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. I like it, so I'm gonna obviously keep on watching it. So it's dope. And then, man, shout out to Adrian Blest, bro. Y'all gotta understand, man. This dude puts me on stuff that I didn't even know that I liked, man. How do I watch a show called Skeletons and become like a crazy fan from it?
Skeletons?
Yeah. The Star Wars one.
Oh, Skeleton Crew. Wait, before we get into, because we're going to jump into Skeleton Crew.
That joint is, I love
on the DCU James Gunn topic, real quick, just to not to skip over this. We are, because I don't know if you saw this, but, right? Creature Commando happened. The next big thing in DC is Superman, right? We're getting a trailer. Everyone's talking about it. We're getting a trailer, the first trailer for the Superman movie, December 16th, the week of December 16th, which is next week coming up. So on next week,
is it going to be a YouTube drop?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to do it, but we're gonna get the trailer.
No big movies coming out.
Basically, the trailer for Superman, guys, is coming out, and it's coming out soon. And it's going to be the first live-action James Gunn DCU project that is, like, the first thing that's like, obviously, Creature Commando is the first thing, but it's an animated show, right? That people are going to watch, but not really. But Superman's going to be Superman.
I didn't know that.
And people have been like, when are we going to get the trailer? When are we going to get the trailer? I wrote it down on my notes because I was like, this is something I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I saw it's coming out the week of the 16th. I think today's the 10th, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully we get it either before our next podcast or maybe even the day of our podcast next week, and then we can record to talk about it. So that's gonna be a big news. But
what's the 16th?
Well, today's the 10th. Like today's what, Tuesday? We got like maybe like Sunday. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Sunday or Monday.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
All right.
So it'll be dope. So I'm looking forward to that too. But yeah, give me praise. Talk about Skeleton Crew.
Oh yeah, hey.
Talk about Skeleton Crew.
Gotta show him love, man. I was skeptical at first. I didn't understand, like, man, what the hell, like Star Wars, whatever. But this show, man,
it's good, right?
It's good. It's really good. It's really good because it's really like, and I kind of know obviously, but I don't know everything about it. But it's like, man, like it's dope to see the like a kid show on the Star Wars. Mm-hmm. That's dope, man. Like
it's a new perspective. It's a new thing. Yeah, I told you, right? It's like a Stranger Things, Goonies, like. Yeah.
I rock with it. I rock with it heavy.
Good,
so I'm excited to see. It's dope when you see a show and you're like, okay, I want more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you have to wait every week. You know what I mean? So
but did you get what I was saying? Like the kids acting is a little like extra sometimes. But they're kids, yeah. But it is very like kid stuff. But it's just the storyline is cool. And I love, okay, so now that you've watched it, we can talk about it a little bit, right? I love how like his dad's like, oh, here's some lunch money for the week, right? And then they go to the piracy. Yeah, his dad kind of sucks, honestly. But
like, I gotta go to work, nigga.
They're like take care of your son. It's cool though that they're like, it's funny because like I feel like in Star Wars I guess they had like at the end. A little edit from last week. I was trying to figure out who Childish Gambino played. It's Lando Calrissian.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, those movies like that, like they don't have like a lot of like black characters except for like Lando Calrissian. And so it's funny that like the black character, the dad, he's like just a hard worker that's like, sorry son, I'm not coming into work. I'm not going to take care of you today. I don't know. It's very interesting. But
literally savage. Like nigga, oh yeah, it's just for food. Nigga, now his son's going.
Like his son is just out here just wilding. Like he's not paying attention to this kid at all. Like what is going on?
And then after, like, I ain't gonna lie, the dad low key like a weenie. Like, he's like a weenie. Hey, I'm my son. Yeah. Like, nigga, he was right there. Like, I don't know, man. But
he's definitely an accountant or something. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? But it's dope. But he gave him the lunch money, and I love how when they go to, like, I love the storyline. It's so cool how he has like this. What is just lunch money for the week, and he goes to this pirate planet or pirate outpost in space, and then they're like, pay him for the drinks or pay him for the food, and he gives one of those things. They're like, where'd you get this? Like, this shit's worth like fucking. This is money that no one's ever seen in 10,000 years. Like, it's crazy, and I think that's cool. The
storyline of like them not knowing.
Yeah, no one knows their planet. That's interesting to me.
Shout out to Star Wars, man, because that is. I love when movies or shows do that. Like when it's like, okay, like we're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, okay, we're building up to that. Everybody was like, oh, like even before with the first robot, the pirate robot.
The pirate robot.
Pirate robot was like, my nigga, I don't know that is. I can't locate that. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. And that's funny. I didn't catch it at first. So like when he's looking it up, I was like, oh, he's just having an error. But
he doesn't know.
He doesn't know because no one knows that planet. Like, which is crazy because like, what is this planet, dude? Where are they living at? Because one of the big things I talked about on last week's episode, I was like, I love this show because it's cool that we're seeing like the suburbs of like a planet in Star Wars, right? Like you never really see like the suburbs of like people just going to school and working and doing this thing, right? Everything's like some like, hey, T2, come here, lay down, sit, down. Okay, here.
He was asleep for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, he never stops. What? You want this? Okay. But yes, I was like, oh, this is cool, like this planet and stuff. But now that I'm like, what is this planet and why does this even exist? No one knows what it is. Like it's pretty crazy to see this thing. So I'm very, very curious to see how this plays out and see what the mystery of this show is. Because
what's cool about this show. I feel like this is a cool show. I feel like to start people off with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be a cool. Yeah. Even though you probably have to know a lot to know, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like this is a gentle like push into that world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was really invested, and after watching it, it's like, dang, now I need to know everything.
Yeah, because now there's like, because I think now it's like, I see people posting about theories of what this planet is, and that's where like the greater knowledge of Star Wars comes in. Yeah. Because it's like people are like, oh, this is a planet where they clone Palpatine, which like I don't know if you like.
I don't know what that is.
So Palpatine is the guy. Palpatine's like the ultimate bad guy in Star Wars, right? He's the one who
Darth Vader.
Well, remember Anakin in the first 3 movies? Remember Anakin? Yeah. He's with the Jedi and stuff, but then that politician dude, that's Palpatine. The politician dude is like influencing him, and he's like, the Jedi aren't all good, you know. Like if you really want power, they're holding you back from ultimate power. He's the one who turns him to the dark side. Bless you.
Thank you.
And he turns him to the dark side, and he's like the ultimate villain, and he's important. Yeah. He's very important, right? And so there's like theories that like, oh, like they're gonna clone Palpatine on this planet, or like there's different things like where like people are like, oh, is he in charge of this, or what is this planet? So I'm very curious to see that. That's where the greater knowledge of like, I think the theories, I think when it pays off to like what this planet actually is, that's where the greater knowledge of Star Wars is gonna come in. Okay. So now that you're in it, start watching the other things.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch the new ones. I actually might go back and watch the new ones because
I mean, I'm gonna sit down and watch the 70s ones. I'm gonna just do it. F it.
I mean, they're pretty basic in the sense of like it's just like a straightforward story, like, and then everything was built around it, right? So it's not like how we're connecting everything. There is connections, obviously, because everything was built after it, and they're all connecting back to that original thing. Yeah. But that story of like the 70s Star Wars, it's very like
what?
The Empire.
I honestly I'm not gonna watch the 70s one. I'm gonna because I already watched the first chronological 3. Now the 70s ones, I might just hit like a Screen Crush or something.
Yeah, I'll give it to you right now. Ready? Fucking Luke Skywalker, he's the chosen one. Yeah, he's related.
But they're the two sons that the
Princess Leia. And Luke Skywalker are the kids of Darth Vader.
Yes,
right. That we talked about. She had twins, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Right. Yes. So they put Luke on some like desert planet, raised by parents. He gets raised. He becomes Luke Skywalker, right? He meets Princess Leia, blah, blah, blah. They almost kiss, but then realize that they're brother and sister. And then, blah, blah, blah. He fights Darth Vader. Darth Vader's the bad guy, but he's not really the bad guy. He's the bad guy. He cuts off Darth Vader's arm or the other way around, something. I don't know. But he ends up killing Darth Vader pretty much. And then he's like, Luke, I am your father, or whatever. Yeah. And Darth Vader dies. They save the world, blah, blah, blah.
That's first one.
That's all 3 of them.
All 3 of them. Oh.
Yeah. That's all 3 of them summed up.
I mean, but that's crazy because we already knew. But what? Okay, so after this,
we know now because we're watching the first 3. You know, you've seen the prequels, but at the time, right? If you only saw the original Star Wars movies, like that's a big twist, right? Oh, Darth Vader, the guy that they're fighting, is his father, right? So that's like the big twist.
Oh, the big twist is Anakin survived.
But we don't know. At that time, you don't even know who Anakin is, right? You only when these movies came out, the 70s movies, like all you knew was this is Darth Vader, this is Luke Skywalker. Like that's where the story starts off, right?
Oh yeah.
So we find out that at the end of the trilogy that Darth Vader is his dad and like all this stuff, and then we got the prequels, fucking 20 years later or whatever, or 30 years later.
Okay.
Right, and that's where it's like, oh okay. Now we're seeing how Darth Vader became Darth Vader, and he had kids, and that's what leads up to it. And then now you got to watch the last 3, so you can kind of see what happens after that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's interesting. It's good. And then
wait, on the 70s ones.
Mm-hmm.
What is the deal with the? Because I remember they even said like new New Republic, New Order, or something like that.
Yeah,
what's the
that's
deal
like
with
government stuff. So like
that's hard to explain.
It's not hard to explain, but like it's the big thing about Star Wars is like political. It's like very political, right? It's like the Empire.
Jedi
the Jedi are kind of like the monks that are like their own little like order, and they kind of like the police for the Republic, right? So it's like imagine like our government. That's the Republic or whatever. Yeah, kind of, whatever. Kind of. That's the Republic. And then there's this dark entity building up a dark side army, and then they take over our government, and now we're run by a police state of the Empire, and it's like everything's policed by the freaking the guys in the white, what are they called, stormtroopers,
which is the Palpatine.
Yeah, that's like Palpatine, and like he takes over the government, and he becomes like, they take over the government, they become the Empire, and they start ruling the universe. And then there's the rebels who are like loyal to the old Republic. And
Jedis?
Like, Jedis are part of that, right? All that stuff. They're rebels against the Empire, and their whole thing is like taking down the Empire. And so then they do, in the 70s movies, they take down the Empire, and then now we get a new government, which is the New Republic. Right? So it's like the old Republic, the Empire, then the New Republic, and then in the new movies, that's where like the Empire never really died. Right, like we beat them, but they never really went away, and they were building back up, and then they come back and like. So it's cool though. It's cool. It's really dope. It's very political, but it's dope. But this Skeleton Crew show is like on its own little thing, and it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, well, they did.
It's all gonna connect eventually.
They did say something in New Republic. They kept saying New Republic. So now that I know that, maybe that'll be helpful.
Yeah, and that's where I think this takes place after. I think this takes place after like the 70s movies, so like the Republic is dead, the Empire is like gone, right? And they're in the New Republic era, I believe. And that's why when they have that money, they're like, where is that money from? That's like from the old Republic. That's like before That's like old money, right? That's like money that we used to use when the old republic was a thing, but that died, the empire reigned, and then that died, and now we're over here, and you have money from that? Like, where'd you even get that? That's why it's so valuable. And that's why they're like, that's why it's like, what is this planet? Like, they have stuff from the old republic. This is crazy.
That's gonna be us when Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk make their own
invest
coin.
in Bitcoin.
They're gonna make their own money.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah,
I've decided
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm down. I think I just stepped on his foot.
No, he's sleeping on your foot. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see. Dude, we're spoiled right now, y'all.
Yeah.
So I got Skeleton Crew, then we got Creature Commando, and
What If is coming up soon.
Dude?
What If? Yeah, that's Christmas week, so like that's gonna be like our present.
And then next week,
Craven. Yeah, this week actually. We're gonna be able to see it this week, and then we'll do the podcast talking about it. But we can watch it whenever.
Yeah, we probably gotta watch it Friday because I'm going to Disneyland Thursday.
Yeah, I think we're gonna. Yeah, we'll talk about this off. Yeah, I'm gonna sell my tickets. I think.
But yeah, I'm going to Disneyland. So this week for me is lit. Thursday, I'll go to Disneyland. Friday, maybe go see Craven, and then Friday we can see Craven. Saturday is a Christmas party.
Yep.
And then there's another movie coming out. There's another Christian movie coming out. It's just I think it's really lit. But
which one is it? Is it the one with the kids in the play?
No. Okay. Oh God, no. See those movies. Those are like
that's Hallmark.
Yeah,
like Christmas.
yeah. I don't watch those movies. No, I'm not that bad. I don't watch those movies. But no, it's a movie. It's called Carry On. It comes on Netflix only.
Oh, okay. And I don't really pay attention to like Netflix releases. Okay, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, it looks pretty dope. It's like it's a Christmas movie, but it's more of like a grounded. It's like an airport type of movie.
I want to add to the list of best Christmas movies this Christmas with Chris Brown.
That's a vibe.
And
it's not up there. It's probably.
That movie made me cry. That movie, that's a good
top
movie.
10. It's probably top 10.
That's a great movie.
But yeah, so that comes out, and then Sunday. Oh yeah, that's it. That's a turned up weekend.
And Sunday, oh yeah, I was gonna say Sunday the Chargers play, but
you guys are playing bad.
No, well.
Oh, you guys lost to the Chiefs. I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Sunday night game, but just I'll do a quick little Chargers tangent and then I'll get off it. Okay, guys, listen, Chargers. This year has been crazy. I was talking to Kat about this, and I'm like, this is the most attention we've gotten since I've been alive, as far as I know. You know, paying attention to the Chargers. I feel like no one really paid. Like the Chargers are always like a team that no one really talked about. This year we had 2 Monday night football games and 2 Sunday night football games, which is dope. That means like we're primetime TV 4 times this year in the season, which is dope. That's crazy. Okay. So, and we played the big game of the week this week, which was against Kansas City.
You almost beat them.
We almost fucking beat them, dude. At halftime, it was 13-0.
I think I seen like.
And then we came back and it was 14-13. And then these motherfucking Chiefs, dude. I hate them so much, dude. I seen something
on Instagram. I was like. They won off like a wobbly kick or something like that. And then everybody in the comments like, they can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, seriously, dude. I hate them. Dude, like I had a couple friends text me like, I hate the Chiefs, and I'm like, dude, I despise the Chiefs. Yeah. It's so annoying that they always win. It's like the dumbest fucking win. It's not like here's the thing too. Like going into this game, I was like, the Chargers are probably going to lose. I'm not dumb. I love my team and I want to root for them, but I'm realistic. They're probably going to lose to the Chiefs, right? But I was assuming it's going to be like a blowout, or I would have accepted that. But this was, we came back and we had the lead, and then with a minute left, they come back, go up the field, and then hit a fucking field goal they run out of the time. Like they literally run the clock down till 1 second, take a timeout, and then kick a field goal. And then the field goal goes and it's like, and it hits the post. It hits the left post and bounces in. And it could have hit the left post, bounced out. Like 2 inches to the left, that should have been out. So it's like, you guys beat us by literally 2 inches.
Yeah.
Like that's what pisses me off. That's what makes me mad. That's all I'm like, if you would have beat us outright, or if you would have beat us like crazy, I would have been like, whatever, I expected that. But to beat us barely by 2 inches on a field goal, oh my god, that hurt so bad. It was like gut wrenching, dude. Yeah. So, but I talked to funny thing that when I see people with Chargers stuff on, I'm like talking to them about the Chargers, right? This guy today, I talked to him, and he was like just some random guy that I talked to, and he's like that game let me know that next time we got them, and they're the best. Well, considered the best team. we got them next game. So I'm hyped.
You guys are seeing them in the playoffs.
And one of the we're still in the playoffs, but one of the big things that they said was we're in the playoffs. But one of the big things that they said, our owner or whoever I think was basically saying that this team was a 2-year plan, right? So when they got Jim Harbaugh, our coach, they said it was like a 2-year plan. Like they were expecting to do this. Like this year was supposed to be a rebuilding phase, and then next year was like our run at the championship. So the fact that we're in the playoffs and we're still doing good, and we barely lost to Kansas City, like we're way ahead of schedule as far as where we're supposed to be in development wise. Next year, Chargers, baby. Okay. Super Bowl. Remember the name. Which should I talk about?
I mean, we've everything that a lot of things we say on this podcast, it comes into fruition. So
yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire next year.
Hey, I am too.
Yeah,
we're gonna make it happen.
Let's do it. So, on that same note, since we're on the little sports topic, and I said remember the name when it comes to the Chargers, I'm just gonna talk about a little UFC rant real quick too, because
your boy lost a decision.
Who?
To the maniac, to the boogeyman.
Oh, okay,
yes. Decision though.
So Ian Gary versus
obviously
Hamza.
Didn't see the fight, but I saw the UFC.
So I had to work a Christmas event as a video.
Shout out to your mom. She said she put it on
at the House of Blues. Yeah. My mom's the event coordinator, so she put on the Christmas party for her company, and it was at the House of Blues. We had full access to like the entire place. It was sick, dude. I got to go from room to room. Like I got to go to the green room and be back there and stuff. It was sick.
They had a band or something?
They had a band, they had a DJ, they had lights and a lit up dance floor, and they had access to every room, and it was food everywhere and drinks, and
it was the spot that I was at that we performed at with Indian.
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
That's dope.
But like, we were up in the foundation room. We were out like it was sick. It was sick. Yeah, my mom. She probably could have got you in. Honestly, she just came through. I was walking around. He farted again. Yeah, he's stanky boy.
Jesus. Bro,
so.
This dog is literally right here, bro.
He's a monster, dude. He's literally a monster.
God.
Yeah.
My God.
That's why people were like, that's why people were like, I get it.
Bro, he's right here, bro. I don't know if the camera can see.
And not even that, his butt is right. He's here laid down, but his butt is right here. He knows we're talking about him. Like he's looking back at us.
And the crazy thing is, I can't like push him away because we don't want him to mess up any equipment. So
we have to keep him
right. To be calm.
We need him to be calm, and we need him to be right in these two spots. Jesus. Which is already getting close to my camera, too close to my camera to my liking. Hey, come here, back up a little bit.
Thank you, bro. That was so bad.
Sit. Lay down. Good boy. So yeah, Bilal Muhammad not Bilal Muhammad, but so a couple funny things happened from this weekend from UFC.
Wait, before you get into that, how did he do? Because everybody's scared of him. Gary? How does Ian Gary do if he loses by decision?
It was a good fight. It was close. It was like a 1-point fight. Like it was like 3 rounds to 2 rounds.
And everydy's scared of him.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
He's the boogeyman. The freaking Hamza, not Hamza, but
so now that Ian Gary lost, but he's was undefeated.
Shavkat,
how does that hurt him?
Rachmanov.
How does that hurt him?
It doesn't. I think it actually. People have been saying that Ian Gary, like he's very controversial because he's like a Conor clone kind of thing, right? He's from Ireland. He looks up to Conor. He always says he talks like Conor, like he's cocky like Conor, and way bigger than Conor, by the way. But he fought Shavkat on a short notice fight and ended up like. It was a good fight. It was close. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I only got to see like parts of it. Like I think I saw the last round because I was working. But it was from what I saw, a great fight, very close fight. And Hamzat has 100% Shavkat, who's from Kazakhstan. He has 100% finishing rate. He's 18-0, 100% finishing rate, which means that he's finished every single person that he's beat.
His first time going to decision.
Yeah, this is the first time going to decision. So it was crazy, and he barely won. He barely pulled it out. And Ian almost won at the end. Like he had him in a submission that almost would have beat him.
Damn.
But he got out of it. I think he was just too tired. It was like their last round.
So they're probably going to throw him a rematch.
Yeah, so I think anything people were saying that a lot of people were like mad at Ian Gary and didn't like him, like especially the fans of UFC, but he pulled through and now his stock rose, and now like people are like he actually is maybe the truth, you know?
Yeah,
he lost to him, but he lost to the scariest guy in the division.
So
barely.
What they're probably gonna do is, I mean, not like I'm still a novice, but it sounds like they're gonna let Shavkat take that belt from Bilal. for sure.
Well, here's the thing.
He's gonna take
Here's the thing that came out of this is that now that Ian Gary did what he did, people are like, is Hamzat that good? Or not Hamzat, Shavkat. Is Shavkat that good? Like, can he beat Bilal? Because Bilal's pretty good, man. He's a champion for a reason. Like, remember the name. But, yeah, so people are like, is he going to be able to beat him? Like, I watched an interview with, before you came over, I was watching.
I don't know, man. Ian's really good, though.
But that's what Ariel Hawani was saying. Someone was saying, oh, for sure Bilal wins. And then Ariel's like, is it that for sure Bilal wins, or is that Ian Gary that good? Yeah. So I don't know. But we'll see. If Shavkat runs through Bilal, then we know Ian Gary versus him is the match, right? If Bilal Muhammad beats Shavkat, then we give... Either way, Ian Gary, I think, wins from this, you know? Even though he lost, I think he still wins. So it's cool. So we'll see what happens. But the funny thing that came out of it, well, like, there's a meme basically that was created that night where after Shavkat won, Bilal Muhammad, they tried to bring Bilal Muhammad into the octagon to like have a stare down with him, and he jumped over like the barrier, and the security stopped him, and they wouldn't let him in. And then Joe Rogan is like, they don't know he's the champion. And so people are like clouding on him now because they're like, damn, like even the UFC people don't like the staff don't know who he is. And like his whole thing is like he's Bilal, remember the name Muhammad. So like people are like, don't remember his name, don't know who he is. So like Joe Rogan kind of like clowned him without like unintentionally, and so yeah, it was really funny.
Did they let him in or no?
Yeah, they let him in, and then it was super awkward, and it was just like they were both too respectful. It was just weird, dude. It didn't work. Yeah, so like it's awkward, but yeah, so that happened. Also, our guy, I don't know about if you know, I think you know, but Merab Dvalishvili, the guy who beat Sean O'Malley.
Oh yeah.
When he was kissing his head and shit when he was beating him, right? Merab is fighting Umar Nurmagomedov in LA. At the Inglewood, at the freaking Intuit Dome, and I want to go so bad, and I really would love to go. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go. I don't think they're on sale yet, but they're gonna be expensive. It's gonna be like $300 for nosebleeds, but it would be worth it. We haven't gone to a fucking event, and it'd be the Intuit Dome. You know, if we can figure out a way to pull it off, like it'd be so dope. I think it's in January. We don't have that much time to figure it out, but. I can sell some shit, dude. I'll sell whatever I got to sell in my fucking house.
We could finesse a security job.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Honestly,
just go
I feel like
once we get hired, we get
Adi hired. That's more realistic. We get Adi to work security for them because he already has connections and he's buff and tall. He could
no.
He could be security,
and
then he gets us in.
Intuit Dome security.
Yeah.
If you be like, that's how we got into EDC. Is we were EDC like security with my dad or something. I don't even know.
I feel like you have connections to some security stuff that we can get in.
No, I mean not
or
not
like
here,
Gerard or something. I don't know. Someone or Shank. Someone.
Dude, he farted again, dude.
The way he looked at you when you said that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dog. Literally, go to Dree because he's a dog.
Yeah, you're blowing it at me, but it's okay.
Go to Dree because you're a dog person, bro.
But. Right? So, the next big fight that's happening at the Intuit Dome in LA.
What are you feeding him, bro?
I don't know. I breathe through my mouth. I don't really breathe through my own nose anyway, so it's fine. I'm inhaling his farts.
Jesus.
But the Intuit Dome, Inglewood, California, main event, Islam Makhachev. If you know anything about UFC, Islam is legit the scariest guy in the UFC because who's beating him?
Yeah.
But he's fighting against Armin.
He broke Robert Whittaker's jaw.
Yeah. No, that was Hamzat.
Oh.
I'm talking about Islam.
Which was
Islam is Khabib's best friend. Khabib's he's the champion. He's the one who knocked out freaking Alex Volkanovski. He's beaten everybody. He's not lost.
Oh yes.
Well, he has one loss on his record, but that was like way early in his career.
Yeah. Dang, I'm messing up. All these guys are kind of getting together. Coming together.
It's funny because there's a meme and it was like the worst possible future of UFC, and it's like all the Dagestani wrestlers, all champions, because it's looking like it's gonna happen like that.
Yeah.
Like everyone's lined up to be Dagestani or wrestling, so it's gonna be crazy. But so Islam Makhachev versus Armin Sarukian, who Armin is, which I want to show you this whole thing because I just watched the interview. I'll show it to you after the podcast. But there's the interview where Armin Sarukian, it's so funny, dude. He just did a podcast or interview with Ariel Hawani, and during the interview, he's wearing a Dave's Hot Chicken hat, and Ariel's like, "What is that hat? Like, what are you wearing?" He's like, "Oh yeah," and the way he talks is super deadpan, like he's very serious because he's like Armenian and he you know how they talk is like very like, yes, I you know. And so he has a Dave's Hot Chicken hat on, and he's like, yeah, I'm trying to get a sponsorship from Dave's Hot Chicken. And he's like, why? Like, that's so random. And he's like, because I went there and I tried it and I liked it a lot. And so now I want a sponsorship from them because I want to get free food. And so he's like, okay. And then they show a video of like the face-off of him versus Islam. And then Ariel's like, wait, are you wearing a Dave's Hot Chicken jacket in that video? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, dude, what is going on here? Are you sponsored by them or not? Like, he's like, no, I'm not. I'm just trying to get a Dave Hot Chicken thing because I like it. So I was cracking up. I got to show you the clip. It's hilarious. But yeah, so Armin Sarukian, who's the only guy who kind of got close to beating Islam back in the day. So that's going to be a great fight. That's the main event. And then the co-main event is Merab Dvalishvili, who beat Sean O'Malley for the title, against Umar Nurmagomedov, which is Khabib's little cousin.
Oh, dang.
So Khabib is going to be cornering Umar and Islam that night. So he has 2 championship fights.
That's crazy.
And Islam defending the belt and Umar going for the belt. And Merab and Umar they hate there's beef, bro. Like
okay.
During the press conference, I'll show you like after the podcast. There's some the press conference last week. They had a press conference for that fight card. And dude, the whole entire time, Umar and Merab are just arguing with each other in broken English. And it's so fucking funny, dude. It's so great. He's like, you bullshit, man. You bullshit. you fucking liar, bro. You bullshit. Like, it's fucking hilarious. I was dying. Yeah. Yeah, essentially, dude. So that's crazy. Now, on the same kind of topic and something that you can talk about, because we just talked about this guy last week. Merab, who beat Sean O'Malley, who is fighting Umar Nurmagomedov, who has beef with Umar. He is best friends with Aljamain Sterling, and they train together, right? And Aljamain fought on Saturday. He didn't. He lost.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he lost. But it was close. It was actually a great fight. I got to see the whole thing. That was a good fight. It was grappling expertise to the master. It was like master grappling. It was insane. But Sterling lost. Close fight, but he lost. And Merab is in his corner. As they're leaving the arena, as they're leaving the octagon, Merab got in a fight with the fan who was like talking shit to him. So like there's video, like I'll show you the video. I might be able to insert it if I could find it. But Merab is like fighting a fan and punching this guy through, like as they're leaving, like the guy's in the barrier like recording, and Merab's like trying to punch him. Security's holding him back. It's crazy. Now this is the second time this has happened. One time a fan was talking shit to Merab and he climbed up the freaking stands. Like, you know how like at an arena, like there's people up here. He climbed up that shit and was trying to go fight the dude and talk shit to him and got in his face. And he's like, I'm a man. Like, you don't talk to me like that. Like, I'm a fighter. I'm a man. Like, you don't disrespect me. He's psycho, dude. He's psycho. So he got in a fight at this thing. Now, crazy thing is everyone's like, oh, he got in a fight with this random fan.
Sorry, hi. Is Kito with you guys?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the cats out.
Okay, yeah. Damn. Yeah, we're getting locked in here now, buddy. They got us locked in. But yeah, so Merab, he got in a fight with the fan. Second time getting in a fight with the fan. But it turns out that this guy who we thought is like a fan has pictures with Umar Nurmagomedov and Khabib and Islam. So this guy's a part of their like crew or something. Yeah. So like they're like, this beef is running deep, dude. It's intense, and I cannot wait. I can't wait to show you like the little highlights from the press conference and then fighting and stuff. Like it's crazy. What's happening right now? I'm telling you guys, UFC is at its peak right now, and it's just getting better. It's getting better every single weight division has its own storyline and its own thing, and it's just chef's kiss. You know?
Dope, man. Dope.
So it's dope.
I'm excited to see it, man.
Another big thing. Do you have anything that you want to say? I have another thing I want to talk about.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx, man.
Oh yes,
Jamie Foxx just dropped a special on Netflix.
Talk about it.
Man, it was beautiful, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was choked up. Like, I had a couple tears come down. Yeah, because he almost died. He almost died.
No. Do you want to get into conspiracy theories?
See, that's the thing. He talks about the whole thing.
So did he talk? He talked about it on the show.
Everything, yeah.
Did he mention who I think he mentioned?
Huh?
Did he mention who I thought he mentioned?
What? Who?
Did he?
Yeah, he talks about Diddy a lot. Like, so he makes jokes about it. Like, he's like, yeah, Diddy did it, or Diddy did it. But he was doing, like, it was. I think that's why everybody should watch. Everybody should watch this because it's coming from the horse's mouth. He's saying everything that he went through, and then he addresses like the clone stuff, and then he does his fashionable Jamie things to where it's like when you think about clones, like you think about clones and conspiracy theories, it's like, oh, that's a whole new person. Perfect example. I love Martin Lawrence. I feel like something happened to him internally, or he's sick or something. But it seems like a different Martin Lawrence than who we've come to know. You know what I'm saying? But when you see Jamie and everybody's like, oh, Jamie Foxx is a clone. Jamie Foxx is a clone. You see him doing the stand-up, you're like, no, that is him. Yeah, that's him. And he kills all allegations. He does music. He does comedy. He brings his daughters on stage. It's so dope. Like,
okay. What is it on?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
I was literally watching it, bro, and I teared up a couple of times, bro.
Damn. Okay.
Legit lit. It's lit.
So
man.
did he poison him?
Nah. He had like a stroke. Stroke. Yeah. He had a stroke.
Because there was rumors that Diddy poisoned him.
Yeah, nah. I think he didn't even say it. He didn't even say anything. But he kept making jokes about Diddy.
I thought he was gonna say it.
He kept making jokes about Diddy, and like he did mention the parties. He's like, I did go to the parties, but I left at 9, nigga. I don't know what these niggas was doing. Like he made that joke, and then that was it. But then there was just different things that he was saying, and he was like, Diddy do it, Diddy. He's like poking fun at Diddy, which. In hindsight, like watching it and seeing the whole thing, it's like, I mean, I believe him. I mean, there's no reason not to believe him. Like, especially because Diddy's in trouble right now. Like, he had all the reason to be like, nigga, yeah, he did that to me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think so. I feel like he would have genuinely had a stroke and like, but like, yeah, man, it's him. And
I like the conspiracy theory that Diddy that poisoned him.
Yeah, nah, man, I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I thought it was really dope. And,
that's cool.
Yeah, dude, he farted again, dude.
Ooh, that one's rank.
Jesus.
No more chicken for you, buddy. The way he looks at me too, like all side-eyed.
Because he knows he's freaking dirty.
Yeah, you're gross, dude.
Freaking dirty dog.
You're gross, man. But yeah, so
that's on Netflix, guys. So watch it.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. I honestly might watch that soon. You keep pushing it towards me. Push it over there.
You say you don't smell.
Yeah, but that one's bad, dude. Push it over there, man.
Jesus, man.
Whew. We're gonna get smell-o-vision for this one,
dude. Crazy, bro.
But yes,
freaking stinks, bro. Oh. You guys should give us a like just because we are enduring this stank ass.
Yeah, I was gonna make a bad joke right now, and I shouldn't have said it. Okay, but another big thing that I've been on nonstop this week, Marvel Rivals, guys.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about. Have you played it? Did you play it?
Yes, I haven't played. I played a match. Yeah, okay. And so I found out that I like Punisher.
Okay, Punisher is dope on the game. Yeah. He's good.
Yeah, there's
just straight shooting.
This thing where he's shooting. So I killed.
He puts the turret down.
I killed 5 people, and I think I was killed like 50 times. Yeah, like that. But but before then I didn't kill anybody. I sucked.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But when I got Punisher, I was like, okay. But
yeah, you find your character. It's very much like I said, it's very much like Overwatch, right? It's the Marvel Overwatch, and you have to find which character you play the best with and which character you like, right? So for me, obviously, the first person I play with is Hulk, and he plays just like my favorite character on Overwatch, which is Diva, and it's so sick because on Overwatch, Diva is like this. It's like this girl in a robot suit, and like she like is sick and she flies and she like does all this stuff. She's really good. I'm really good with Diva on Overwatch. And then when she dies, she jumps out of her machine and her machine self destructs, and then she just has a gun and she's like, and then you could charge up and get your robot back. Very similar to the Hulk, right? When you're the Hulk, you just go through and you just like the Hulk. I just jump and fucking tackle people and just beat the shit out of them and kill people. Yeah. It's so sick. And you do the clap and you kill people. But when he dies, he turns back into Bruce Banner, and you have a gun and you can like shoot people, and that gun is powerful. If you get a couple headshots with that, they're dead. Yeah. So like and then you do that enough, and you charge back up and you get the Hulk again. So like I don't die when I'm the Hulk. Like it's sick. I do die a lot actually, but. So Hulk's dope, and then Wolverine has been dope for me. I've been like, Wolverine, like you just are slashing just forward and just killing people. I tried using Spider-Man. I tried using Venom. Venom was hard. Spider-Man was like all right because like Spider-Man you have to get close to like punch people and he dies really quick. So like Spider-Man's all right. I tried using Doctor Strange. I've tried using a bunch of people. Yeah, I know, man, it's bad. We're gonna keep you outside today. You're gonna be outside today, dude. But yeah, so Marvel Rivals is out. It hit 10 million in like 2 days. It hit 10 million players or something crazy. Like it's just wild, man. It's a good game. Everyone's talking about it. Go play it. I'm streaming now. I got my streaming set up, so you want to come watch me play, it's on TikTok, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitch. So all three of them streaming simultaneously at the same time.
Get back on my stream.
I've only streamed twice so far, and it's only been like for an hour at a time because I can only really play for like an hour at a time with all the shit I got to do. But it's fun, man, and I've only got to play like maybe like 4 or 5 times so far, but I like it when I do play, and I'm excited to play it again. I can't wait to I have Thursday off, and I'm just gonna wake up early and just start streaming and playing. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, Marvel Rivals is out, guys. That's sick. There was something else. Oh, J. Cole.
Oh yeah. Oh, you finally watching it?
So I listened to. So Avery gave me access to Inevitable, which is J. Cole's podcast, where he's talking about his come up. No pun intended. Yeah. But he talks about his come up, and then the album or mixtape, the come up, and the warm up, and Friday Night Lights and stuff. I'm still on the first. I just finished the first episode. And it's so good, dude. It's so good. Yeah. I love hearing him talk about it. I'm pausing it. I'm pausing it and going back to the album, like listening to certain songs. I've only been listening to like the warm up and Friday Night Lights like all week. Yeah. It's amazing, dude. It's dope.
It gets even better.
Yeah, I know, and I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going and get it's from what you told me, it gets better, and then I'm excited to see that. And then Forest Hill Drive 10-year anniversary is coming up, right?
Yeah. No, it was yesterday.
Oh, did they do the show already?
No, the show is on the 16th.
So he's doing a live concert, and you get access to it for having the thing.
Everybody. I mean, you, my brother, I think has it.
So I'm gonna watch the show. I'm excited to see what the show is gonna be like.
I tried to get I think Sprite still has it. Sprite. I did it's like a sweepstakes for Sprite to get tickets.
Oh shit.
So I'm trying to see if I get tickets.
Take me with you.
Nah, seriously. I mean, F it.
Because they're going to give you 2 tickets.
Yeah, they are. So,
and I will not bring Key 2.
F it, man. Like, I'm going to try to get it. They did another competition for Dreamville. Oh, no, I think that was free tickets for the what do you call it? The Dreamville Fest.
Oh, yeah,
and I lost that. Already. They already gave us, nah, bro, you stank. They already gave us they already announced the winners. But on the 12th, they announced the winners for the J. Cole thing, which, dude, if I could get that, bro, that'd be amazing. Like, because he talks about in the last couple of episodes, he talks about like he doesn't believe in coincidences. Like things happen and they just happen. Like know, shout out to Scott Laser, who is one of the engineers. He's been in the right position to get what he wants. And I'm like, dang,
imagine that's the thing.
Like it's like. It's not a coincidence. You get into the right position to, and he talks about delusion a lot. It's like I have that. I have like crazy delusion with stuff where it's like, I know that this could happen. Like, you know what I mean? And like people look at me like crazy, but I'm like, dude, that could happen.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
for sure.
Even in my life, like I didn't know that I was going to be like working for Hop. Like, I always used to say like, oh man, I'm like my thing was like, oh, I'm going to work with him musically, but like it kind of spoke itself into existence in a sense.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not like on records with him, but like literally I'm.
You know him. Like
I'm like the third, fourth person in the line of like his team. You know what I mean? So I'm like. How much I've been listening to Cole and like Cole, like it's gotta happen. Like I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't even know. Like I don't know one person in that camp, but like it can happen.
Oh
like,
yeah, for
especially after listening to like this whole Inevitable series, I'm like fired up. Like dude, like it can happen. Like even the fact of him telling the story of like how he met Cole. I mean Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And like Jay-Z like shrugged him off like. He was still determined, like it's gonna happen. Like I don't know how, I don't know when, how, what I gotta do, but it's gonna happen. Like, and that's how I see you like making it. Like,
damn,
you just gotta find something, not even find like something divine has to happen.
Yeah,
so, I don't know. That podcast, the audio podcast, got me fired up. Like I'm like, dang, dude, like I know what I need to do, and it's divine, man. It's not a coincidence. It's divine.
Intervention.
It has to happen how it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Well, shit, I'm fucking excited. I can't wait to listen to the rest of the podcast thing. It's cool to throw it on while I'm like, working or fucking getting ready for work, whatever I'm doing, and it's been really good listen. So I like it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the way I've been listening to it is I've been watching like a movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm like. Y'all should go watch it, man, because it literally, he's painting. Him and Eve are painting.
Yeah, like the whole story.
Yeah, they're saying things and you're watching this movie.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, like he really made it out of the mud. Like,
yeah.
He didn't have anything.
It's crazy, like to him just talking about him at college.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, and then he even talked about like he just was like a regular college student for the first couple of years.
Yeah,
and just chilling. And then he like made a song. Now, one of the things he pointed out, he said something that was cool. Where he did like a rap, and he performed at school, and he set a bar at like during the talent show at his college, right? At St. John's, about the coach for the thing, and like they want me out St. John's, like whatever his name is, or whatever the school's name and stuff. And that's the line that E was like, oh yeah, I remember that line. Like, you know, like yeah, you were cool performing, but like that line, like everyone went crazy. Like that moment, everyone was like, oh shit, like he said that, right? And like that's one of those things that stuck with E at least. And so I was thinking about that too, because I did this is like a random thing, but when I worked at this at a time like a resort company called Welk back in the day, and one time we had like a sales meeting or whatever, and it was all the districts together. It was like San Diego, the Inland Empire, Orange County, and LA, right? All four of us, and we all went to San Diego. It was like this big retreat at the resort, and they had like a contest, a karaoke contest thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, now you know what it's like to have dogs, bro. So they had this karaoke contest thing, and there was it was like to win a prize, and they were gonna like everyone who wanted to compete in the contest, they put their names in a hat, and then they drew people's names out of the hat, and only like 5 people got to perform. So I put my name in the hat, I got picked to perform, and then I won the whole contest. I won the whole thing. I performed Rapper's Delight, but the twist was, the thing though was that like got me the win was I know Rapper's Delight like the back of my hand, right? So I switched up words and put like Welk and like the departments. I replaced the words with like that stuff. And when I said like I forgot what I said, but I was like, oh, Welk, blah, blah, like, you know, and then everyone's like, oh, like they're like, oh, like he's like not only doing the karaoke, but he's like freestyling this part about like our company. Like that's crazy, right? Key two, hey, come here. Get out of there. Sit. Like people went crazy for that. People still remember that.
Is that why he's like that?
He might. Yeah. You got to poop? We're almost done with the podcast, dude. Well, and then you can go outside and go poop. Okay. Take you outside. But yeah. So, but like that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's funny how like I customized that performance to that audience, and like J. Cole did that same thing, and I was like, oh, that works, right? And I was thinking like, oh, maybe that's like something that you should start incorporating. Like there's little tactics that you can do in a performance that like really like change the dynamic of the performance, right? Yeah. Where it's like,
I mean, well, we're doing Teddy Fresh, so
yeah, but I'm talking about like when you do a show, like right, the show that you did last week, whatever, at Exhibit. Like if you would have thrown in like an exhibit gallery, like in there, then they would have been like, oh shit, like this song's dope, but he mentioned us, like, you know, like that's where people like are like, whoa, what the heck, like that's where they get blown away, like they've seen magic, because they're like, how'd you do that? Like did you have this prepared? Like did you just think of that right now? Like how'd you, like, you know, that's the magic of it. And I'm sure he wrote it down, and just like before I performed, I was like, oh, like I'm gonna put these words in here to like get people going, and like that's like a key artist's performance element that like is different, right? And so when he said that, I was like, oh, that's dope, I did that before, like that's cool, like, but it made me think like, oh, I should use that, like that worked for him, it worked for me, like we should use that more often, right? So little things like that are cool, that I'm seeing from listening to it, that I'm like, damn, like it's cool to hear certain things that he likes, like that he does, that was, I don't know, it's just cool to hear his artistry and like his idea of it and planning and stuff. So yeah, it was really dope. I like it a lot. I'm really into it. So right, we always do our little rec room segment kind of thing where we give you guys recommendations. Yeah. Marvel Rivals, listen to J. Cole. Like that's what I did. That's what was crazy. I woke up on, I think it was Saturday morning. Like 7 in the morning. I came in here. I set up my podcast, like I set up the streaming shit. I sat down. I put on the TV. I put on like just like something I can watch like on the TV over here. I had my game up over here, and then I had the J. Cole podcast playing.
Okay,
So I'm sitting there playing the game. Everyone, like, it's loading. I'm looking over here watching the TV and, like, the show that's on. And then I'm also just listening to the J. Cole thing. And I was like, this is great. I want to live in this little bubble for like a year.
Yeah, nah, man.
But yeah, it was awesome.
It's good, man. It's good. Yeah, it's really inspiring, to be honest. So
it's a good time, man. It's a good week.
Yeah, we got one more episode of
Inevitable.
Of Inevitable, yeah, for 2014 Forest Hills Drive
Part 2.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna. I don't know when it's gonna drop actually, because he just dropped the 10-year anniversary,
so
which has like 8 songs. So
oh yeah, and that's another big thing, right? Is like Jawan, our homie Jawan, hit us up this morning. Texted us this morning about like, oh, there's new J. Cole songs, but are they new songs? Or are they old songs that are?
Oh yeah, it's old songs. It's old songs that
he didn't release.
It didn't make it. Yeah, and it's like, I think it's 4 major songs that I'm like, ooh, these are great.
Yeah.
Like it's 4 other ones that I'm like, okay, I can see why these didn't make it, but there's 4 that I'm like, how did they not make it?
Okay, that's good. And how'd you listen to them?
On that thing, you had to buy it. But I think because I have the thing, you can
listen to it.
Yeah, you can listen to it.
Yeah, because I'm like, damn, I want to listen to those songs too.
Yeah, he has 2 songs on there that I'm like, wow, dude. Like it's one about Die Together, and I think this song was in the middle of 2014 and
Born Center,
For Your Eyes Only.
Oh, For Your Eyes Only.
Because the story he's telling, it sounds like the friend he was talking about, For Your Eyes Only.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, it's great.
Something just died.
Yeah, something just died.
Either my phone or your phone or something.
All right, guys.
I heard a beep.
Yeah.
But honestly, guys, there's a lot that we did and a lot that happened this week. It was a good week, guys. So yeah. Oh, real quick. I'm gonna show you guys this. Let me see if my camera's still recording. Okay. Oh, it was my camera.
Oh, you got a source?
That's fine. So I went to Ralph's. Okay, I went to Ralph's or Albertsons actually, and we were over there. And every time we walk, like we're grocery shopping, like there's a little clearance section. Yeah. And I was like, oh, let me go check out the clearance section. And I found this. I saw this bottle, and I was like, all right, I gotta buy it. It is. Look at this. It is Aviation Gin Wolverine edition. Look how cool this bottle looks, bro. This shit's sick, and the label is like so super dope. I'm gonna put it on Avery's camera so you guys can see it, but like, look at this shit. This shit is fire. And Aviation Gin is Ryan Reynolds alcohol.
Oh, okay.
So it's like Ryan Reynolds alcohol.
It was just a bottle?
No, I mean, well, I drank it.
Oh, you drank it?
It was full. There was alcohol in here. There was gin in here. No.
I thought you just got a bottle.
No.
I'm like, hey, get away from that, fool.
Kitu, come here. No, it was a full bottle of gin, brand new. Yeah. But it was 50% off. So it was normally like a $30 bottle. I think it was only $15.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I got to buy this, dude. It has Wolverine. Yeah. Like the label looks so sick. Yeah. Like even the details right here, like the Wolverine stuff, like it's just so cool. So I was like, I got to get this bottle. And plus, I like drinking. So I was like, fuck it. I'll get this bottle and we'll drink it. And I was going to save it and not open it.
Yeah. Should have saved it for the Friendsmas.
Yeah, but...
Which I'm not going to have any alcohol there, so...
Yeah. there's a little bit left, I think. Someone can take a sip, but they want to try it. But yeah, so that was cool. So anyways, yeah, that was dope. You never know what you're going to find, guys. But with that being said, you guys found us. We found you.
Yeah, man.
And with that, I'm glad you guys found us. And I'm glad we found you, our viewers, our loyal viewers who watch us every week. And I appreciate it.
It's crazy because you guys gave us 100 views yesterday with messed up audio. Yesterday? Last episode.
Honestly, the numbers weren't the best for the last episode, but it was still like for what it was, because that episode like just was falling to shit as we were doing it. Yeah. Like the audio was messed up, the videos were messed up, like the things were just like falling, like podcast was falling apart, like the stuff was falling off. I'm just like, what is going on here? So that episode was cursed, but we still did pretty good on that episode. So hopefully this episode does better. I mean, we're talking about Creature Command. Sometimes the one thing that's hard for me is like we talk about so many things that I don't know how to like for this episode,
he farted again, dude.
Maybe we'll name this episode Key2 Farts, dude.
Thank you, booty ass boy.
Featuring Key2 Boy. Yeah,
he stinks.
Yeah, he stinks. With that said, we're gonna get out of here before we die from methane and fumes. Yeah. But yeah, we love you guys. We're going to go watch Kraven the Hunter this week. We're going to talk about that next week. We're going to talk about the new episodes of Creature Commando. We're going to talk about Skeleton Crew. I might talk about 90 Day Fiance Last Resort because that shit's fire right now. Yeah, oh my God. You have to. Oh, that was amazing. But yeah, so who knows what we're going to talk about? Who knows what might happen? There's another UFC, Colby Covington. We got Avery's Christmas party. Like, it's gonna be lit this week. So next week we got another good episode for you guys. So
hopefully we get Superman trailer.
Superman trailer. Like, come on, guys. Like, we got a lot coming up. So be on the lookout for next week's episode as well. Thank you for watching this episode, obviously. And until next time, guys. We love you.
Peace.